The news, the news, the news, the real news. The Real News Network, baby, the real news. Erik Powery, E-R-I-K, first name, E-R-I-K, last name, Powery, P as in Peter, O-W-E-R-Y. Google me on Eric, on Bing and Yahoo, my search engine partners, and spell my name right, W-R-I-T-E. Spell my name right. Not with a C, with a K. I think that's the way they do it in Scandinavia. That's where it started. You know what I'm saying? Parents want to be different. Parents want to be different. Parents want to be different. On the news today, Nikki Haley drops out of the race. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Phonier than a $3 bill. Nikki Haley, phonier than a $3 bill. She talking about, I'm not endorsing anybody yet. She wants to get courted. She wants to get wined and dined, get some free dinners. She's going to endorse Donald Trump. It's very predictable. She's going to run again in 2028. So of course she's going to endorse Donald Trump. It's so predictable, but they're so phony. I'm independent. I'm going to think long and hard about my decision. You already know what you're going to do. You already got 7 moves calculated ahead. It's like, that's how people like her are. Like, they're robotic. Like, they got all their moves planned out. You know, she knows she's going to make them wait and make them, you know what I'm saying? And that gives her leverage and just gives her more power as a kingmaker in the party. She'll have a good shot to win the Republican nomination in 28. A great shot. None of these candidates are good. Like, she's not even really a good candidate, but she was better than that. She was better than the competition. She was. If I was a Republican, I would have chose her over DeSantis and Christie and whoever else was running. They were horrible. Vivek Ramaswamy. They were horrible. Like, they were horrible. And we don't even care. Like, the Democrats really don't care. It's like a game to them. Like, they don't care about Gaza and the murders. It's like a game. Like, it don't matter who wins. This is the professional managerial class. These are the C-suite executives. These are the people who are rich, who are upper middle class. They're fine. They're going to be fine no matter who. You know, if Donald Trump gets in, better ratings for all the networks. Everybody can, you know what I'm saying, can win a little longer because the TV is going down, period. TV is going down. I mean, people are cutting the cord and stuff, so they need that lifeline. So they don't care if Trump wins. They don't care. Like, this is all theater. This is just theater. They're creating this, you know, they're in the circus. They're saying they're whatever, you know, the circus. I haven't been to a circus in a while. They're the circus. CNN, MSNBC, Fox. In fact, CNN and MSNBC now are becoming the biggest circuses. Like, you know, trying to act like they're impartial. Fox don't even try to act like they're impartial. At least, like, they are just like, you know where we stand. I mean, they try. CNN really tries hard, and MSNBC is still trying to act like. But I'm like, they don't care who wins. It's like, it's a win-win for them. You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win. Nothing is fundamentally going to change. They just might get some more tax cuts under Trump. That's it. Nothing is going to get accomplished in 4 years. The Democrats are not going to do anything. They don't do nothing now. They're really going to be like, we're really not passing any legislation now for Trump. So nothing is going to happen. That's why Jill Stein 24.com. Look at Chase Oliver, the Libertarian Party. I'm supporting Jill Stein, but I'm saying I liked him in the free and equal debate. There's a free and equal debate of third-party candidates. You can type in free and equal third-party candidates. Lars Mapstead, the Libertarian. Chase Oliver, the Libertarian. Claudia de la Cruz. Dr. Jill Stein. Jasmine Sherman. They were all great. It was nothing like the debates you see on this clown these clown networks. I mean, real solutions, real ideas. I mean, like, I'm like, I'm pretty radical and I'm pretty creative. And I'm like, they're going further than me. And I'm like, wow. And I'm liking it. They're going further left than me. And I'm liking it. Like, because they're ideas that are good. They're good ideas. They're good ideas. Like Jasmine Sherman was like, abolish prison. Everybody she's guaranteeing housing for everybody. And they could be housed at home. Because prison, you're working for 1 cent an hour. It's slave labor, and it's inhumane. You could get thrown in solitary confinement, go crazy. People get on meds. People don't even, people who get out don't even, a lot of them don't come out right. You know, not everybody has a mental and emotional mind of steel where they can endure that type, you know what I'm saying? Like Khalif Browder. Like, he committed suicide. He was detained on Rikers for years over a book bag, and he got out, and then he committed suicide because it was over for him, man. He was fighting. He was putting solitary. He was fighting, and that was it. Some people never recover after prison. Trust me, like, I spent a couple of hours in a holding cell, and it is horrific. And they don't care. Like, they wouldn't even give me a cup of water, man. And I was drunk. I was drunk. I was drinking wine early in the day. So I went there dehydrated, like, for real. Then they let me out at 9, Upper Marlboro County Jail at 9. And I had to walk about 6 miles dehydrated, almost passed out. Had to knock on doors to get water at 10 o'clock at night. Because I needed it. I was literally dehydrated. Like, so I'm just saying, like, it's inhumane. Like, but like, great ideas. Check it out. Like, this is all a sham, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, so free and equal elections, free and equal on YouTube, free and equal. You could just type in Chase Oliver, Lars Mapstead, Claudia De La Cruz, Dr. Jill Stein, and Jasmine Sherman. And Dr. Jasmine Sherman is the future of the Green Party. That's where the Green Party is headed in policy, not about her looks or her policies. That's where and being able to really reach out. Because I think that the Green Party, what has stifled them, they've lasted longer than any other third party, but they don't have good outreach to minorities. They don't. And I understand why Cornel West, I don't agree with it. He should have stuck it out. Because, you know, it's like everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people in the Green Party, like, they might not understand black people. It's like, but it's like, you can't be so sensitive, like, because we are united on policy and where we gotta go. So everybody ain't gotta like me. You know what I'm saying? There's people that are right now on Twitter that won't even follow me in the Green Party. And I'm like I unfollowed them because I'm like, yo, I basically asked you to follow me like 5 times. Like, and I'm like, no, I'm not following you then. I'm like, yo, it's reciprocity. It's just respect. Like, I'm like, it's weird. It's weirdo, but people are just weirdos, man. People don't know how to unite. And that's why I see that's the type of spirit that's holding the Green Party back. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I got any more time. Do I got more time? Shucks. I can't even see. I'm like, oh, good. I'm not on TikTok. I think I'm on TikTok on the 10-minute. I purposely was like, and I'm gonna be cranking out more content. I just realized, you know what? I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook and Live and Instagram Live and TikTok and putting all this content just on them. And I'm like, I need to just make videos on my video recorder and then post it. Like, because then I have it. And then I can post it to YouTube. Because I want to build up my YouTube channel, which is, just type in Erik Powery. It's at Erik Powery, ErikPowery. Power with a Y on the end. And, you know, it's like, so more content. I'm going to really try to do news every day. It may be short. You know what I'm saying? But look at her, like, she's like so mechanical and it's just robotic, like a cyborg. I mean, just phonier than a $3 bill, man. Like it's just no authenticity. Like, and like can look in your face. People know that she was cheating. Like it's known in South Carolina that she was cheating on her husband. Like I think while he was doing on deployments and stuff. Like it's known. Like she was brazen, kind of out in the open, and she denied it the same way, brazenly. No, it didn't happen. Like it's like, but the truth and facts and alternative facts, it don't matter anymore in 2024. It don't matter. It don't matter. People make up their own facts, make up, rewrite history. It's really crazy. It's like a lot of people watch when Israel is dissolved because it can't exist. It's just a military base, a United States military base in the Middle East to extract resources and to scare the other neighboring countries like Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Jordan, United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, Egypt, Yemen. It's all this just to try to keep them in line to be like, look, we got a force. We got a large military base. That's all it has been. That's why we have allowed apartheid and oppression and occupation and starvation and death and murder. But it's over now because we never had citizen journalism with drones taking you to see the destruction and the carnage. It's over. And when Israel's dissolved and it's called New Palestine, you're going to call me Nigrodamus. You're going to call me Nigrodamus. I'm telling you, it's going to be dissolved. It's going to be New Palestine, and Jews are going to live there. They're going to live there. It's just going to be New Palestine, and everybody's going to have first-class citizenship. You know what I'm saying? Just like they tried separate but equal apartheid here. It didn't work. It didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Our schools were worse. Our water fountains were worse. Everything was worse. Everything was separate and unequal. Like, it doesn't work. Second-class citizenship doesn't work. Did they say, okay, here's two-state solution. We're going to give you Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, New Orleans, whatever. No, we had to live together. You have to share land. This is a world we have to share. We have to share. Occupation and big walls and walling people in, and people who've been there say hypothetically, it's a 5-minute drive to get to Jerusalem, or 10 minutes. They're like, it could take you 4 hours for a Palestinian. Because they got to go through checkpoints and drive and go this way, that way. They can't even go the direct route because there's walls and there's checkpoints. It's horrific. It doesn't work. So when it's called, a lot of people going to jump on the bandwagon and act like they was down. But they wasn't. Governor Westmore wasn't down. He was kissing Zionists in October. Been quiet as a church mouse ever since. Because he knows where it's going. He ain't going to say nothing. But he knows where it's going. He's going to wait till it totally turns and there's one state, and then it's like, that's what I believed in. No, you didn't. You was kissing Zionists and you was bootlicking, you know what I'm saying? And I voted for Westmore, but, he just fell in line like another coward. And I know he served, but you can still serve and be a coward on issues because it would hurt you politically in the Democratic Party. That's why nobody in the Democratic Party, Rashida Tlaib is Palestinian and she's kind of standing up. I'd be like, fuck Joe Biden right now. If my family got killed, fuck Joe Biden today, tomorrow, and forever. That's what it would be. Like, it's like these people ain't coming back. And the people with psychological, mental, and emotional scars, ain't coming back. The eyes, the limbs lost, it ain't coming back. So even if you don't die, some people are saying they wish they did die. What's the sense when you lost a leg, you lost 2 limbs? You'll never be fully functional human being. God gave us all legs and limbs and 10 fingers and 10 toes for a reason. They serve a purpose. It alters your life if you lose a toe. It alters your life if you lose a finger. A finger. People have gotten legs blown off, feet blown off, eyes blown out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just... So people stop capping. I've been saying it from the jump. I went to the first big rally, 500 plus thousand, November 4th. I know it was the day before my birthday, which is November 5th. Election day is November 5th. Vote 2020. Erik Powery for mayor of Baltimore. Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Save the date. Vote for me. If I'm not on the ballot, write me in. If I'm not on the ballot, write me in. I'm just saying, like, write me in. Like, just write, for real. Like, just write. But Joe Biden is a much weaker candidate. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they capping, man. It's like, you know, people are gonna just jump on the bandwagon and act like they was on the right side and they wasn't, like, and it's like you're gonna unearth videos of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like a Michael Rappaport, like, it's sad, like he torpedoed his whole life for a lie, for this Israel settler colonial project that was just a big lie. They just murdered a whole bunch of people and stole people's land and just committed war crime after war crime after war. And now he done torpedoed all his relationships. All the relationships. I used to watch Michael Rappaport. I watched him in Higher Learning. I watched the Tribe Called Quest documentary he did. Like, you know, like Michael Rappaport was cool. You know what I'm saying? He was. He was cool. And now he done torpedoed his whole career for a lie. And going hard for this lie. Boy, it's going to be a hard landing for people like that. Like, it's like, and I really feel sorry for him because it's like he's so damn ignorant. It's like he does not even understand how bad it's going to be for him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they still winning. It's still an occupation. But wait till them walls come tumbling down. And wait till it becomes a new Palestine. And wait till Jews got to share that land equally and watch people have equal rights. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of resentment came with blacks, like when we got rights, but they still found a way through the police force and, you know, through taunts and just through emotional abuse, sometimes physical abuse. You know what I'm saying? We got, you know, so just because you got equal rights on paper, it's still going to be problems. You know what I'm saying? South Africa still got problems. The black majority still got problems there. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't go away overnight, even though legislation passes, but it's not going to be nothing like it is now. It's occupation and walls, and it's like you can't even air your grievances to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like to a functional government. You know what I'm saying? It's like Palestine doesn't even have a state. They don't have a functional government. You know what I'm saying? Like the government, the Israeli government wants to exterminate them, period. Like, it's like they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they tried to get them to go other places. And it's just really crazy how people like who went through a Holocaust, you know what I'm saying? Like went through it's like doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And they talking about, well, we indigenous to this land. First of all, it's like nobody knows, but really most likely all evidence shows that like people that lived in the Middle East in you know, BC times and stuff, like it, even in up until 1000 AD, you know what I'm saying? Like and stuff, they were brown people. Like Israelites were like brown people. That's why they could take the heat. Like they were brown people. People know, like, I mean, they claiming, oh, you know, they're trying to call cities by the Bible name, but Israelites actually had genealogy. People don't understand. The genealogies were to prove they were descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. which later Jacob's name was turned to Israelites, and that's why they were called Israelites. Now they got some made-up name called Israelis. It's not even the same name. They don't got the same name, but they don't have the genealogical records were destroyed, I think, by Nero in 70 AD. You know what I'm saying? By the army, by the Roman Empire, because Jews were under Roman occupation back then. Real Israelites who had genealogical records. That's why it says such and such begot such and such. Such and such begot such and such. And these are the generations of such a, to prove lineage. That's why Matthew and Luke, they start off with genealogies. They start off with genealogies to prove one of them goes back 42 generations to prove that Jesus descended from Abraham, to show that he was an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who had the right to have Canaan. They had to fight for it, but God helped them fight the battles in all kind of mysterious ways, walking around Jericho for 7 days. Like, obviously, it even says, like, basically, the people of Jericho, the Canaanites mocked them. Like, what are they doing? That's not how you win a military. They was blowing trumpets and shouting, and in 7 days, the walls came tumbling down. The fortified walls, high walls and thick walls. You know, so it's just all the lie, man. It's like, it's over. This is the last of the apartheid settler, like people living under occupation. This is the last one. Like, you know, I remember hip hop started fighting hard because a group named Stetsasonic went to South Africa and they saw it for themselves, and they saw black people, the vast majority of people in South Africa were black, and they were living in bad conditions under oppression, under a white government that was keeping them oppressed, stealing their land, killing them whenever they feel like they couldn't get no justice, no peace. For real. Like, it's like, and then Stetsasonic made a song, Free South Africa, and they started, and really hip hop really helped a lot with them getting more sanctions and more people, more countries not wanting to do business with them, and them becoming a pariah. It's the same thing that's happened with Israel. It's finally like you're pushing a rock uphill for like 70 plus years, and then you get to the top, and then that thing just rolls down. And now it's pretty much, it could be the tipping point. It really is like, it's gonna go down. Like, I mean, they're almost if they're not down, it's not going down, the rock is almost at the tipping point. You know what I'm saying? And that, for real, like, it's like, I can see it as clear as day. It's not sustainable. It's like, and Israel reputation is mud. Like, nobody believes them, yo. It's like, and they're like terrible liars. Like, there's so much video evidence, drone evidence now. It's like, it's just ridiculous. It's just too much evidence. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. And the stuff they said at their own mouth. Because when you have that much hate, you can't even exhibit self-control when you have that much hate. The Israelis hate Palestinians so much that they can't even. So they woke up the giant. And let me tell you, Hamas, Israel's the real terrorists. Hamas planned this. They knew that the election was coming. It worked exactly. They said, we are going to get out of occupation. Yes, lives are going to get sacrificed. That's what war is all about, sacrificing lives for freedom. We've done it for centuries. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they's like, we're gonna get out from under this occupation and finally be able to live in our land in justice and equality, and have a government that actually have an actual government that listens to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a police force that respects us. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. I mean, see, George Floyd is still happening. 1965 Civil Rights Act was passed. All these acts were passed, legislation and stuff, and you know. So hopefully, but laws are on the books. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they say kids they just be hauling kids off 7, 8 because they threw a rock or it's making up or just taking them out the house and just detaining them and just throwing them in jail indefinitely. And then they, if they ever have a day in court, they go to a military court. It's just clownish. And I'm like, our name is mud now. United States has degraded itself. That's, you know what? It's like most nations implode from within. And it's clear, like, we are more divided than ever. I mean, you want to talk about a nation imploding? We are definitely on the downward trajectory. And we could stop it. We can stop it. Even if we had a president, even if like Dr. Jill Stein became president, she can at least do some real executive action, because Congress ain't going to do nothing. Democrat and Republican Congress ain't going to do nothing. There's no independence. There's no real independence in Congress or the Senate. So it's like, but she could do a lot of executive action, and she could veto bullshit. She could veto shit. Like, it's like, that was like, and she would. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, but it's like, we keep on doing Democrats and just putting these same people in office. We are going to accelerate our future for our children, and our standing in the world is going down. Like, it's like we're already, like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? People don't look at us, man, like the same. People don't look at us like people don't be like, they don't look at us. I remember going to the Cayman Islands in the 80s, and kids, I used to go with my Pumas and my Lees, my pinstripe Lees on, and look at, dressed in the hip hop b-boy style of the 80s. And kids used to be like in admiration and in awe, like, of the style and everything. And like, because the United States was, it was a myth and an imagination of streets paved with gold, and it's great and it's magnificent and it's so much better than where we are. And Cayman is not like this horrible place, even in the 80s. Like, it's not like Jamaica. I mean, it's not. It's a British colony, and it's really well kept, and it's been built up crazy. I mean, it looks like a little. I mean, parts of Cayman, it look like a slice of London. Like, it does. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. So, but now it's like people like, and unfortunately, it's like you got YouTube and you got the world's like, the world caught up, and the world parts of the world ran past us. And that's just factual. That's, you know what I'm saying? And if you want to live in this bubble of American exceptionalism and we're the great, it's not true anymore. Like, you're living in a time of yesteryear. You're living in a time of yesteryear in a fantasy land. You know what I'm saying? So, God bless you if you want to live under delusions and visions of grandeur, and, you know what I'm saying, like these clowns do, especially Republicans. It's like, I'm just sorry, like, just the racism, it's all, and a lot of it is the American exceptionalism is rooted in this weird white supremacy, the best, it's like, it's all here psychological. It's like, nobody's been anybody. And there's so much resentment. There's so much resentment because Black and brown people from Africa and the Cayman Islands and Jamaica and the West, all throughout the West Indies and other countries, come here and excel and do better than white Americans. And that's a lot of it. It's a concoction. It's a gumbo of grievances. It's just jealousy, envy. A lot of it is just rooted in, like, we're like the master race and we're supposed to be doing better. And we just got guns and it's like, you know what I'm saying? And we don't, it's like, what do we really have? Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? We have our whiteness. And that don't work. The white card don't work like it used to. Like, I used to flash the white card and it would get me this and that. And the white card now, they swipe it and it's declined. And it's just that, like, it's like, yo, it don't work. It's like, it don't have the same credit. Don't have the same credit balance. You know what I'm saying? Insufficient funds. So it is what it is, man. It's like, continue to check into the news, man. I'm going to try to do this daily. McConnell endorses Trump. Oh, breaking news on CNN. Go figure. McConnell. You know what I'm saying? Here's a guy who is even leaving and it's like, just so he could be respected, even after he leaves. These people are ridiculous, man. Trump wouldn't be elected dog catcher in some nations. He just, like, a man like that is like, he's totally not fit for office. Biden is totally not fit for office. Nobody ever wanted Biden, even when Biden was young. And you look at Biden in the 80s and he spoke much more, he was much more articulate. He was young, he was sharp. You could tell he was intelligent. But nobody ever was like, he's presidential. No, they never was. We propped him up and put him in front, which, again, this is a faux democracy. A real democracy is line them up. If there's fucking 70 candidates, line them up. I don't care if you win with 17% of the vote, goddammit, you won. That's it. Majority. Electoral college and states and you know, Jill Stein got to go through hoops. She said she can't, they never even get on the New York ballot. It's like, what, $4 million? 100,000 signatures? It's like ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. The sleight of hand, the 3-card Monty, because ballot access is huge. I'm hoping to get on the ballot. I'm not sure if I'm going to get on the ballot as an independent. I'm working on it. I'm talking with 417 East Fayette Street down there, the Board of Elections. I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on it and I'm working the system, but I'm not, because it is such a Democratic city. Only thing they elect is Democrats. Everybody's Democrat. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm a registered independent. You know what I'm saying? You can't even register under the Green Party. Of course, I'm rocking and I'm saying I'm Green Party. It's like, but I'm just a registered independent because there is no, you have to register as an independent and then you could put, I think I wrote in all other and then a Green Party. But it's like there's no real apparatus in Baltimore for the Green Party. So, it's like, but please just support me, man. Right, me? It's about rebuilding Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? It's about renewing it. And there's just so much more we can do. We can refund everything that needs to be funded. Get rid of all these scam nonprofits. There's just so much waste, fraud, and abuse that happens. How you got a $4+ billion budget? Roads should be fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this takes effect, man. I drive my truck and I'm like, I got a truck at least. But I'm like, man, these roads should be smooth. All the taxes, fines, fees, tolls, sales tax, federal tax, state tax. These roads are gold, but they should be paved with the black. They should be smooth. But it's just so much theft going on. So much theft, Over 75%, really, I'm telling you, over 75% of our money goes to Washington. And that's including wars. The armed forces are Washington. Okay, that's Washington. That's government money. They're not earners. They're not earners. You know what I'm saying? They're takers. The government employees, the Senate, you know what I'm saying? Now, they may scam their way to make some money when they start, because they get a lot of campaign donations and then they can invest money and stuff. But first and foremost, they're takers. They're takers. They're not earners. You know what I'm saying? They're people, like a lot of these people in Washington have scammed their way through life. But over 75% of our money plays for Washington. Quasi-government militias, over the 18,000 plus military police gangs. You want to call them police forces if you want, police departments if you want. They're really police gangs, police militias. You know what I'm saying? Back the blue. Like, that's a gang, man. That's a gang, bro. That's a gang. You know what I'm saying? There's 18,000 plus of them. You know what I'm saying? Over 800 international military bases. This costs lots of money and there's so much waste. There's guns that we've lost tanks. We've lost planes. There's abandoned planes somewhere in the Middle East or in Africa from these shadow silent wars. I'm telling you, like, it's so much money that's wasted and pillaging. Like, it's just, yo, it's like the people who are closest to it. That's why people go to Washington, because that's where the treasury is. And they're like Scrooge McDuck. You ever see the GIF or whatever, Scrooge McDuck scooping up the gold? That's what it is. It's just like, you know, you got to get close to the treasury to be able to dig your hands into it. You got to go with the U.S. Treasury. And I'm just saying, man, it's like, we got to do something different. It's like, but my mom used to tell me, and she used to say this, and this is what my mom used to say: Americans are the dumbest people on the earth. That's what she said. That's what Frances Cleonia Hyde said. That's what she said. I ain't say it, but that's what she said. But the way we choose our leaders, we done lost our minds. God bless you. Make sure you vote. Vote. Erik Powery, Mayor of Baltimore. You vote Erik Powery, Mayor of Baltimore, Tuesday, November 5th, my 53rd birthday. If I am not on the ballot, write me in. Let change come to Baltimore, the biggest city in Maryland. And it's not about square feet. It's about, I want us to be the envy of the United States. That's a city that's functional. That's a city that's really functioning properly. The executive, the chief executive officer is really leading that city and training up new leaders to come after him, to take the baton after him. Because I want to have a youth cabinet and stuff. You know, so comment, like, share, subscribe. Comment and share. Please comment, because that shows engagement. That shows YouTube that people are really interested. It's not just robots and all kind of fugazi stuff happening, you know what I'm saying, or paying for likes and clicks and shares and you know what I'm saying, like, no, you can tell real comments, like when people really comment and they're really engaged and they reply, that shows engagement. And that's what is most important than anything, is the engagement. So please engage, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what you think, like, and give me ideas. Give me ideas of what you would like me to talk about. Like, what would you like me to address? Like, you know what I'm saying? But there's so much happening. This is the wildest time of my life, you know, and maybe because I'm at the most enlightened time of my life. I'm smarter than I've ever been. Like, it's like every day you're learning and stuff. So it's like, you know, but it's just an exciting time. It's a wild time. And I feel it's like it is a time for the green. Some party is going to get traction. There is going to be a third party. And like Martin Luther King, I may not make it with you. I'm 52. I know there's going to be a third party. There has to be, because it's like, we're going to be forced, or we're just going to we're just going to fall off the earth. Like, it's just going to be so much inequality financially in every way. Like, it's not sustainable. Like, the middle class props up this country, man. You cannot have this type of wealth inequality in a nation just basically utterly collapse and people just rebel because they are just so tired of living under economic oppression. You know what I'm saying? As far as just not being able to pay their bills, struggling, or you know what I'm saying, or dealing with mental health issues, homelessness, drug addiction, whatever. Like, it's like, and I'm saying this stuff does cause that stuff too. The pressure of living in America, you know what I'm saying, helps, you know, and not everybody has mental of steel. Not everybody is like, you know what I'm saying, has the mental fortitude to withstand this type of pressure that this system, this capitalist system, it makes or breaks people. And it does break a lot of people. It breaks much more people than it makes, unfortunately. And that's just humanity. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If I keep on, if I run a course that just has, 1,000 more obstacles that are very difficult, my endurance level is going to go down and I'm going to pass out of exhaustion. You know what I'm saying? And not make it and not finish the race. You know what I'm saying? But if I could find a course, that is doable, there's going to be obstacles, but they can't be just, there are courses that people are running that they ain't never going to make it to the finish line. It is literally impossible for a human to make it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like being dealt a bad hand. It's like there's a hand that you could be dealt that you're like, I am not winning this round. I'm not winning this round. You know what I'm saying? So like, comment and share. Comment and share. Comment and share. Comment and share. You know what I'm saying? Like, engagement, and tell me what you want me to talk about. I want to do this every day. My you know what I'm saying? My news network. Like my and I'm like, I'm always just gonna keep it 100. Like it's like these people like just on here capping and just, I watch this like for information, and now it's like to see the lies on CNN and MSNBC. Like they even everything the way they frame it, Israel-Hamas war. How can you war against a concentration camp under occupation that don't got no military? A war, me and you go into wars, I got a gun, you got a gun, and you got a car or a tree to stand behind, and I got a car or a tree to stand behind. Not a concentration camp where, come on, man, the weaponry, the dirty weaponry we send over there is dirty weaponry, dirty money, dirty medicine, and dirty energy. The four evils. And they're all a part of the military-industrial complex. Because when you come on the VA, you take a whole bunch of dirty medicine, dirty energy. How you going to fly these tanks? How you going to fly these warplanes? How you going to do these warships? How you going to do all these militarized trucks, Humvees, bulletproof cars, bulletproof SUVs? I mean, come on, it's like, it's all a racket, man. Though at the end of the day, it's like to sell more goods. You know what I'm saying? And the military, they don't bargain with price. They're price gouging. So everything is overpriced. You know what I'm saying? If a screw, like for example, like if you can get a screw at Home Depot for $3, the military is going to pay, or the government is going to pay $20 for it. Who cares? It's not our money. It's not our money, because we're going to get it back on the back end. It just all cycles around. So comment, share, like, hate, subscribe, follow me on all my social media. Search for me on Yahoo, Bing, Google, and follow me on all social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just Erik Powery. If you really just type in Erik Powery or Erik Powery for America, I'll pop up. I think I'm Erik Powery for America on a couple of like Tumblr and TikTok, but then just type in Erik Powery. It's either at Erik Powery or at Erik_Powery. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Twitter, I'm at Erik_Powery, because at Erik Powery got suspended for 7 years, got back on, got my account back when Elon Musk came, then got suspended, permanently suspended again. Tried to appeal like 20 times. I said, I gave up. I said, okay, let me just go with Erik_Powery. You know what I'm saying? That's why it shows 2020. That's why it shows 2023 on Erik_Powery. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm like, it's like, and I wasn't using that for a while because I had got that Erik Powery, and then I got all these followers at Erik Powery. So look, you try to sign up under at Erik Powery. You can't sign up because it's already taken by me. The account is just permanently suspended. That's all. But definitely, you know what I'm saying? Vote for me on my 53rd birthday. I'm accepting votes in lieu of gifts. Vote for me Tuesday, November 5th. Erik Powery for mayor of Baltimore. Let's make it happen. Let's get it. Hashtag EPF mob. Erik Powery for mayor of Baltimore. I always mentally EPF mob. Like, it's easy to understand. Erik Powery for mayor of Baltimore. And my crowning achievement, no candidate. I had this original idea in 2020 when I ran. Look, no candidate's talking about bringing an NBA team. I'm talking about when we get over 1 million residents, maybe 1.5 million, I'm gonna go to Adam Silver, the deputy commissioner, Mark Peters, I think is his name. Go to NBA Players Association, get them all in the room, get all the owners in the room. Boom, Baltimore is gonna have an arena. It's gonna be the Baltimore Charm. We're gonna have the Baltimore Charm. It's gonna be look up in the map. It's gonna be between Franklin and Mulberry. It's gonna be right by the West Baltimore Mark station. Amtrak runs through there but doesn't stop there. West Baltimore train station. It's called Mark, M-A-R-C station. You can look between Franklin and Mulberry and Fulton and Pulaski. We're gonna put an arena right there because all them houses was destroyed for that expressway to nowhere. That's only like 2 miles, 3 miles, whatever. Like it's like so. That's gonna be my crowning achievement. And I'm a big basketball fan, and I'm like, Baltimore City is gonna have enough money to sustain a team and be international. It's gonna be a big team. So I love y'all. Peace.